There's a way for you to get half of the bill paid for because you're paying so much per kilowatt. That rejection has to turn you on.
I'm not actually interested.
I have to think about it.
I just don't want the bill.
I'm genuinely amused by hostile people.
I don't really believe all that. People lie on videos.
We're at 9 sales in 4 days, baby. Let's go. All right, here we go. Third stop of the trip. We are in Sacramento, and we're gonna sell some more salesmen on selling. 5 transactions on the board. Jordan's been out in the field, ripping with the guys, just trying to give them way more than they expect. The tour continues. It's 2025. We're gonna make some plays.
We're super lucky and blessed to work for a company that has Taylor and Jordan as a trainer.
Most people can identify the same. What does the word free usually equal? Scam, right? So we know to avoid that word. On the opposite end, what are some words that are good, that filter through past experiences in a good way that you can use? Different. What else? New experience. Savings, I would swap with something like reward, a little bit more intriguing. New incentive, right? These are like glamour words, right? They get people intrigued.
What's up, guys? Are you guys excited to be here today? Yeah. You guys ready to make some plays? There's 4 bones within every organization. You got the jaw bones, right? They talk, talk, talk. You got the wish bones. They want to be successful. You got the knuckle bones. People showing up late. People not showing up to the meeting. People that are going to go home and play Xbox after this. And then you got the backbones, right? The people that are going to say, hey, I'm going to put my last name on my back and I'm going to go out there and prove it every single day. Effort and input, 1 through 10 every single day. And I'll be in as many houses as possible, knocking with you guys, and really excited to be here with you guys. So thank you for giving me the time. We had a great meeting with the team. You know, we're gonna go into our first appointment, try to get in front of as many people as possible today to help people. That's it. Let's go. Hey, how are you?
How you doing?
Ryan, I'm Taylor. This is AJ. Sorry we were running a little bit late. I don't know if there's a small corner of a table I can kind of put my stuff down, kind of show you how it works. Do you need me to take off my shoes? No. Cool, thank you. I'm pretty quick. It's not like a long drawn out process. AJ is gonna pull up the design. Really the whole goal is to take the money that you're giving to the utility company and eliminate that true up.
I'm not actually interested in adding anything to my solar other than battery. And he said that to do some stuff, we might add some panels to that. So if we can't do battery, I'm not interested in doing anything with my solar at all. So I don't want to waste your guys' time. Only interested in doing something where I can have power when the power goes out.
100%.
Period. The cost is irrelevant to me. I don't care about that. I'm not interested in even saving money. I want power when I want power, period.
You already have solar. I'm not going to give you this long drawn out process. You know, the idea is just to show you an apples to apples comparison, and everybody has a different reason on why they'd want to add a battery to the system. So you own that system outright.
I'm leasing it.
You're leasing it.
20-year lease.
Perfect. Yeah, so this is obviously the 8 to 8, like 80 to 280 on the azimuth, where you're getting all the actual sun on the house. The destination with adding the battery and with the panels would be like getting you to a negative statement or getting a credit instead of having a true up at the end of the year.
So with the 8 panel minimum, it would produce right at about 100% of the additional power you're still buying from PG&E.
One of the cool things about what we do is we're not only warranting and maintaining the system and the battery, but we're also guaranteeing you the production, which is a pretty big deal.
So how does that work with our current lease?
You have 2 systems that are interconnected to the meter. The system that you have right now, everything stays the same with that. With the new system, it interconnects and it's all fully integrated with the battery.
You can customize how you want to use that backup battery on if you want it to be set up for like a whole home backup in case there was the power to be out for days and days. And based off of the production that you have, the right expectation is it can do about 15 hours of whole home backup.
And if nothing needed to be addressed, that would be the only monthly amount that you would have. There's nothing up front like a fee to install it, a fee for the battery. It's just that fixed amount.
As long as it can be done.
As long as it can be done, yeah. So we submit a date for them to come look at the roof. Is there a certain, in the electrical box, is there a certain day that works for you?
Yeah, so I work from home the first and the last day of the week.
What's a good email for you, Ryan?
RAS.
Awesome, well you're in good hands. AJ's not gonna say this about himself, but he's really good at managing the project. Thank you so much for your time. Yep, take care. First one on the board, we added a battery. Just don't even have to overcomplicate it. It was like 10, 15 minutes. Hi, how are you? I'm Taylor. Pleasure to meet you. You must be the famous Maxine. Just wanted to show you because I was the one that finalized the report for you. What I'm showing you here is from 8 in the morning till 9, you get all the sun pretty much on this back side of the roof, huh?
Yes, I do. Real hot in the
Yeah.
the summer.
So I was just really thank people for the time that you're giving me. I always try to explain to people, I'm just going to show you, hey, if you don't do anything and stay with the utility company, what your situation is compared to taking that amount. We add a battery to the existing home to give you that peace of mind, but also by adding the panels, you're producing the power on site, and then you're able to cut your costs. This program is meant for people that are on a fixed income. If I cannot take the money you give to the utility company to fund the whole project, we don't even do it. So you're already paying for this through the money you give to the utility. We would maintain the system for 25 years. You never have had a bill over $250, have you?
No.
Okay, just wanted to make
Not
sure.
yet.
You would pay $0 out of pocket. So what do we want out of it? We want to be able to use you as a reference. A lot of people like the idea of solar, but I think the number one reason that deters people is they don't want to come out of pocket to buy a solar system. Unique about your situation compared to a lot of the other homes is we're able to actually use this portion of the roof as the utility company continues to go up. You know, next year it goes to 200, the year after it goes to 220, then it goes up to 250. We're able to show you savings immediately from day one. So that 156.07 would be your new electric bill.
I'd have to sign a contract for how many years?
Well, it's an agreement that we're not going to make any sort of changes. We're going to maintain it, we're going to warranty it, and we're going to insure the system for 25 years. We do what's called a true 3.5 cap. I think it's one of the best parts about the program. I need to make sure you're eligible for the program. The first step is they look at the roof. The second step is we submit an application to PG&E. And then the third thing is your permitting. You don't pay for anything on your permitting, but that's it. There is no more, there is no less. The next step is I just have to verify for your eligibility. You are over the age of 18. Okay, you're not a wanted burglar. You don't have any arrest warrants out in North Dakota or anything like that. They're also gonna verify that you haven't went through a bankruptcy in 12 months and that you have decent credit. They just wanna make sure that you're not gonna flip the equipment on eBay. You don't have an eBay account, do you? Okay. Happy birthday.
Thank you.
Can we sing to him real quick?
Today?
Yeah, can we sing to him real quick, Maxine? Happy birthday to you.
What was a good phone number?
Yeah, he needs this.
707.
Let's see. Let's see if I still got this. This is a tough move right here.
Are you? What's your birth? Your date of birth? Mary? Soft credit check would be. What was your social for that?
I'm not gonna give you my social right now.
Take it in the
I'll have to think about it. Well, I haven't decided whether I'm gonna get it yet.
My question for you is, I always tell people we could take the emotion out of this and try to see if it's a logical situation.
I never make a decision about anything the same day.
Okay, you obviously have a reason for saying that. Would you mind sharing it with me? If you guys don't feel good about it, then thank you so much. We appreciate it. And unfortunately, I apologize because most of the time people are pretty excited. But thank you so much for your time. We really appreciate you. Thanks for everything. Forget about any of that. You saw my whole presentation. That's exactly how it goes. Even watching me go back and forth at the end, sale could have happened, then it could have canceled, anything could have happened.
Exactly.
What you guys just saw there is super valuable because that's great training right there, because whether we get the sale or not, I'm not trying to like bulldog the sale in. It's just doesn't want to do it, you know? Okay, see you later, you know? Some do, some don't, so what? I'm gonna really give you the short version today.
Okay.
They never put the battery on the home though.
No, they don't.
Okay.
And I couldn't get them when I asked for one when they put it in and they wouldn't put it in.
What does the monthly average come to?
550.
This is just breaking down the situation that we're in today, right? It's just, that's what you have to pay to PG&E. How can I get rid of all this? By adding a battery and optimizing the system. Is there any other reasons why you'd like the whole home backup? Because you said you don't really use power here, or lose power here.
Don't use very much.
Is it that you just don't want to pay this anymore?
I just don't want the bill.
When you initially asked about the battery, where were you planning on wanting it?
They were going to put it on the other side over there by my fuse box.
And is that where you wanted it? You were fine with that? That's fine. Okay.
He's going to look at exactly if we're able to mount that, where we would be able to mount
I
that.
think they were going to put it next to it.
Yeah, perfect. It gives you the ability to live with like resort-like temperatures if you want to keep it cooler in the summer, because you have that little piggy bank of that excess power compared to what you've used.
Okay, so right here, this is your design, this is your home, and this is your existing system right here, just above, I believe that's the garage. These are the additional panels, giving you 160%. Another thing to mention too, because we don't actually want you to touch the battery, right? Because you don't have to turn it on, you don't have to turn it off. It turns on automatically at 4 p.m. So 4 p.m. it'll turn on automatically. It'll disconnect you from the grid. You'll be running off the battery. It'll reconnect to the grid come 7 a.m.
What's this gonna cost me?
If we were to cover all the upfront costs, all we ask is to utilize you as a reference. You would now have a fixed monthly amount of the $108.69. We would warranty and maintain everything for 25 years. So the process is Pate verifies that you're eligible. We set up a date for them to look at the electrical.
And then you can click here, those little orange boxes. This is the CPUC, California Protection Guide.
Is there a certain day of the week for them to come, the technician to come out?
Tuesday.
Tuesdays. There's one more part of the agreement we haven't told you about yet.
It's the most important.
It's the most important part. We take a picture with all the families we help. Another one on the board, and yeah. Pay $750 a month. We gotta help them. Hi, how are you? Who was the one that put together the report? The gentleman had popped by earlier today. You guys have like maybe like 1 minute so I can show it to you. Just being blunt with you guys, after he looked at the utility bill, your electric bill is almost $750. We were gonna show you a way to cut that in half. Okay. I would propose bringing that down to 23 cents a kilowatt, which would literally cut your parents' bill in half. So you guys would pay nothing out of pocket, and the bill like will literally get in half for you. The lights don't look any different. If I didn't think I could help you, I wouldn't be here. Is there any way that I could either schedule another time to show it to you, or is it just something you never want to do?
Schedule another time. The thing is, I'm trying to do this.
Glenna, I will just say one thing to you, whether you go solar or not, there's a way for you to get half of the bill paid for because you're paying so much per kilowatt.
Oh look, there is a lot of people out there. I know, they're trying to turn numbers on there. I thought like gangs here.
Yeah. I'm sorry I'm so persistent. I just saw what you guys pay per month. You pay $750 a month. That's all I'm saying.
Thank you so much.
All right. Sounds like he's ready to have a big day today. It is the second day here in Sacramento. Third stop of the trip. We got a couple transactions. I think we got 7 or 8 transactions in 3 days. And we're back at it today, you know? Let's go have some fun. Hi, how are you? Good, how are you? I'm Taylor. I was the one that put it all together for you guys.
Okay, sounds great, yeah.
I don't know if there's like a small corner of a table we can kind of sit. I'll show you how it all looks.
That's right now.
Yeah.
Oh, we can use this table over here.
Yeah, perfect. Do you need us to take off our shoes?
We do want shoes.
Yep.
Yeah, sorry. I mean,
No problem.
inside, just the carpet.
Oh yeah, no problem. I always take them off. This is what the new panels look like. What I'm showing you is just like, if I go to the middle of the summer, or even if I go to the dead of the winter, what I'm showing you is I want to put all the panels right here. And just to be blunt, if I can use less equipment, it gives you the absolute lowest fixed monthly amount. Okay. So the lower amount that I can give you, the better. And all I'm really going to do is I'm going to show you an apples to apples comparison. And the end game for a family is to get it so that you're not getting billed from the utility company.
Interest is another thing that we were looking at.
Interest?
Yeah.
So there's no interest with the program I'm talking about. How many years have you lived here in the household? 7, okay. You have a perfect home for solar. What has kind of held you back from starting the process up until this point?
We are shopping.
Yeah.
So
Gotcha.
we are shopping for it. We're setting appointments with. There's 2 other ones that we're setting appointments with. Why not start with you guys now?
Yep. There's 3 ways. You could take a bunch of money out of your bank account and buy the system cash. You could take out a loan. What I would want to do today is just show you both situations. As far as the warranty, we warranty, maintain, insure the system for 25 years. It's full coverage. And then the one thing that separates Freedom from all the other companies is what's called a production guarantee. If it doesn't produce that amount of kilowatt hours, then we credit your account. Do you know roughly what the average monthly bill is with the utility company?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So it just fluctuates. What if, let's say, winter months, it's not producing as much? Do I have to go back to PG&E or?
If you said, hey Taylor, like we want to get the process started, and if you were to get installed and the system turned on in October, then yes, you're going to get a PG&E bill. Because of where we are on the year, what's going to happen is you're going to start stacking credits in the summer months. So I'm going to stack this into a piggy bank that when I got to these months, that when you're not producing as much as you're consuming, you're eating up those credits. He did the math, 265, does that sound pretty accurate? to where you're at. That's just the true average, showing that you're giving the utility company about $3,000 a year. I would propose an idea called a power purchase agreement. Power is produced on site, we eliminate the fees.
Within that time frame, in case I find somebody with a better quote, I can still call you, hey, this is not working out, I got a better quote.
One thing we do is if you could find a company that's going to give you the same equipment, the same battery, the same conduit, the same inverter, we will match any sort of pricing that you get. So price is really never an issue for me. I would encourage you to get 10 quotes. Go get as many as you want. Be a smart consumer.
Yeah.
But what really makes a difference is going to be the company that's going to actually be there to service the system, to maintain the system, and to monitor the system, and that production guarantee. If you guys are willing to submit the applications and start the process, then I would want to do a true zero. It's the same program I've set myself up with. You're smart consumers, so I'd just rather cut out all the fluff, and that's what I think. And do you think that if we were to go above and beyond for you, did everything we said we were gonna do, and you were like super happy with your experience, that you would refer other people to us?
Yes.
In this situation, we would be able to do a fixed monthly amount of the $225.39. 10 years from now, it'd still be $225.39. After I have to approve for eligibility, he would confirm for eligibility. You're on the deed of the home, you're not wanted burglars, you haven't went through a bankruptcy in 12 months, you have a decent credit score. If they give us the thumbs up on that, schedule a date for them to look at the roof, look at the main panel. We'd start the process, put you into the line. Being very blunt with you, we're not going to bill you on something that we do not install. However, we do not want to pay for your permitting. We do not want to get you all the way to the day of the install and then you'd be like, hey, we were never even planning on putting the panels on the roof. So this is for the 150. Were you able to pull the 111 up?
Yeah.
That's just going to break out both options. Whichever one that you wanted to submit for, we can submit for that, put you into the line. It's 18108. 111, 180, 130-ish, 200, 150-ish, 225. I don't change any of the numbers. You get a 0% escalator, you get the batteries, you get the new tier 1 panels. There's no more, there's no less. The next step is we submit applications. It allows you to get everything that I just showed you locked in.
I mean, I like the numbers, no doubt, but I do want to shop around. I want to do the others. And if I don't actually give you all my info today, are you guys available like next week? I just want at least 2 weeks in between.
So all these numbers would change. If we submit the application, and you say, hey, we don't want to go through with this, then you would just let us know and we would take you out of the line. Okay. It's like everything's time stamped on here, so it's like if I don't submit something right now, then I have to rebuild a whole different proposal, and it's just the numbers change on us all the time.
Okay.
Let's go for the application, sure.
Yeah, so let's start it.
Mike will be your first point of contact, and then if you need anything from me, just give me a call. I'm gonna leave you with Mike. I have another appointment to go to today. I really appreciate you guys' time. Thanks for your trust and confidence, and you're in really good hands with this guy. All right, take care. Just lock in the impossible sale, baby. Let's go. Hi, how are you?
Pretty good.
I'm Taylor. I was the one that put together the report for the solar. You must be Mr. Culp?
Yes, sir.
How are you? I don't know if there's like a small corner of a table I can kind of show you how it all looks. Pretty much what I'm showing you is just, you guys already have the solar on the roof?
Yep.
Do you know roughly how much the true up comes to?
Couple thousand.
Couple thousand, all right, cool. It's not like a long process because you already have solar. It's just, how can I take the money you're giving to PG&E? What I was mentioning to your husband is, it's like with the last family we just helped, the savings were great, right? The savings are good. Like if I'm able to show you a $50 savings, $100 savings, whatever the computer tells me. But more importantly, I think that 0% escalator, whatever number it shows, will never increase. You're not gonna have to deal with a $3,000 true up going to a $4,000 true up to a $5,000 true up. It would just be a fixed monthly amount that can never increase for you guys.
I'm just a little skeptical because we've had so many people come to the door saying, oh, we can save you, we can do this, we can do that.
If I can't take the money that you're giving to PG&E to completely fund the program and put you into a much better situation, and you're not excited about it once I show you the design, then I would suggest just not to change anything and keep paying PG&E. I don't believe in high pressure. I'm a consumer myself. I just know that when I'm able to show you this, it's much better to be able to get 100% of your power coming from the solar panels because you're not paying any of the fees anymore. And you're getting a battery, which is what most of these systems should have had in the first place. This is where the existing panels would go, exactly where I thought they would based on my sun hours. This new system would produce us 5380 kilowatt hours, and then it's just going to show me a value of what your fixed monthly amount would be, including the battery. This goes away based on this producing 120% of your power. Now,
the panels that we have, we didn't buy them through PG&E. We bought them from another company,
Yep.
which we're still paying for. So how do you alleviate that?
I can't do anything about the panels you already have. You're still going to pay for the panels. Nothing is changing with the panels. We're just going to interconnect to the panels and to the meter so they work simultaneously with the battery. What I'm trying to alleviate is the $4,000 true up that you're getting right now, which I broke down to $333 a month, taking $333 times 12. In return of us asking to utilize you as a reference, so your new electric bill would be $159.33. You pay a 0% escalator on that. The only way you could incur a fee besides the $159.33 is if we put the panels up and 7 years down the road you said, hey, you have to come take them off because we're re-shingling the whole roof, you would be responsible for the labor. Or if you were to do like an addition and make the home like go higher and ask us to take the panels off. Like my dad says, documentation beats conversation. Everything that I put on here, we verify for eligibility, and then we show you on the form that everything is the exact same.
I mean, no, but it sounds too good to be true.
The catch is PG&E is the monopoly. So I have like a ton of these testimonials from families. Like I literally...
I don't really believe all that.
That's fine.
I mean, people lie on videos.
I will tell you this, if you think I'm lying to you, I don't want you to do it. I would just say stay with PG&E. But I could look you square in the eye and tell you this is exactly the way that it is.
Anyway, I don't mean to be, I'm pretty sure you're used to people being skeptical and whatever.
I could never be impatient. I could never be impatient with someone that wanted to be safe. Yeah. Once I confirm for the eligibility, then everything that I just showed you on this piece of paper, I'm going to show you on the actual form.
Are you running our credit?
I do a soft check, yes.
Oh, yeah.
They verify that you have decent credit. But this is it. There's really no more, there's no less. And, you know, if you guys like the idea, I confirm for eligibility. But I'd want you to feel good about it. I want you to be like excited about it. And more importantly, I'd want you to believe me. I wouldn't want you to be skeptical about it. I understand that you cross your T's, dot your I's, but from now until the time that they install the battery and put the system, I challenge you guys to look for anything that I told you was untrue. Yeah. But I guess after showing you all this, is there any reason?
I mean, what are we like learning stuff about the stuff that we're already under? I don't want us to be in no contract with these people. We're already paying them, and then all of a sudden we sign up for y'all, and we're paying double because we didn't read the fine line.
There's no double. It's the only way you're going to pay double is if you stay with PG&E. I'm cutting the bill in half. I'm adding a battery, and I'm giving you 20% additional power. There's nothing I can do about your existing solar system, but there's something I can do about your PG&E account. I'm not in the business of screwing people over. If you like it, all we do is we put you into the line.
Yeah, we want to save some money because
the savings is great, but this 0% escalator is one of those things where I could come back here 5 years from now and you're still going to pay $159.33. Can you confirm for the eligibility on there?
What's a good email for you guys?
now we gonna say which one you want to put it in, your name or mine. It goes footprints.
Is name spelled correctly and everything, and then the phone number?
Yeah, that's his phone number. 6 feet, you know.
Cut out of that house. That lady read like every page of the agreement. That deal was so good for her. But guess what? We're at 9 sales in 4 days, baby. Let's go. So we're here in Northern California. It's Saturday, baby. We had a great week in the field. We got the lake, we got the mountain, and we are going to go through the Mendocino Forest today. We're gonna go check out Fort Bragg. We're gonna go check out the redwoods. One of the biggest rules that I've learned after all these years, if you're not having fun, it's not worth it. So let's have some fun today, baby. Let's go.
I be living life just like a rock star. Don't you know that I'm a mother effing rock star? Yeah, I be in them streets feeling like a mob star. But you know I'm fresh to death, I'm eating shrimp and lobster.